I love you.
How do you expect me to respond to this?
How about you love me too?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most iconic couples throughout all of cinema history. Look out for some romantic spoilers ahead.
Next time you drop in, bring your folks.
Number 10, Wesley and Buttercup, The Princess Bride. Since 1987 onward, one phrase has defined the art of romance.
As you wish.
The Princess Bride manages the difficult trick of poking fun at the swashbuckling genre while still delivering one of the great on-screen romances. From the moment you first see them together, Wesley and Buttercup have some of the greatest chemistry in cinematic history.
I will never doubt again.
There will never be a need.
The tension between them is almost tangible, or the yearning and desire completely unspoken yet utterly clear when they share one of the three most pure kisses of all time at the end. You believe in their love completely.
If you want, I can fly.
I told you I would always come for you.
Number 9, Frances Baby Houseman and Johnny Castle, Dirty Dancing.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
When it comes to dancing movies, Dirty Dancing is one of the most iconic. The tales about the off-screen feud between Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey are about as storied as the romance itself. But that tension on set led to a palpable tension on screen, filled with passion and fervour.
Most of all, I'm scared of walking out of this room and never feeling the rest of my whole life the way I feel when I'm with you.
Despite the film's fairy tale feel, the relationship between Baby and Johnny develops quite realistically. Their chemistry moves from adversarial to romantic in a believable way. By the time the fantastic final dance at the end gives you that almost out-of-body feeling, you're completely swept up in the magic of it all. Number 8, Jack Twist and Ennis Del Mar, Brokeback Mountain.
This is a one-shot thing we got going on here.
It's nobody's business but ours.
Queer cinema has been developing and changing for decades, though often out of the mainstream film world. But in 2005, Brokeback Mountain served as a sort of turning point. A lot of that has to do with the stellar performances from Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger as Jack and Ennis.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Then why don't you?
The specificity in the characters and the relationship helps elevate the couple beyond a regular romance. That specificity, instead of making it harder to understand the love between them, makes the feelings all that more potent. The universality of the feelings between these two men is perfectly rendered.
Oh, Brokeback God is good, don't it? What are we gonna do now?
Number 7, Princess Leia and Han Solo, Star Wars Original Trilogy.
I love you.
I know.
The Star Wars movies make up what is perhaps the best known fantasy movie series in the world. So almost by default, Han Solo and Princess Leia are one of the most famous cinematic couples in history. But the chemistry between actors Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher elevates the relationship beyond what is present in the script.
You like me because I'm a scoundrel. There aren't enough scoundrels in your life.
I happen to like nice men.
Nice man.
Very nice.
Both performers bring a feistiness to their characters that creates the perfect mix of antagonism and sparks flying. That chemistry even helps us forgive Han for saying, "I know," the first time Leia told him she loved him. At least he says it for real in Return of the Jedi.
I love you.
I know.
Number 6, Jack Dawson and Rose Jewett-Bukater, Titanic. We'll never let go of this cinematic couple. 1997 was a great year for cinema, not the least because Titanic became a sensation, along with its central couple, Jack and Rose.
Where to, miss?
To the stars.
Leomania was the name of the game that winter, and there's a reason. But focusing just on DiCaprio ignores how key Kate Winslet is to the film's success.
You think you're big tough men? Let's see you do this.
Titanic is a true romantic epic, and both actors play up the passion with the exaggerated nature necessary for that genre perfectly. Their chemistry is matchless, and Jack and Rose will always constitute one of the essential romances of cinema history.
This is crazy.
I know. It doesn't make any sense. That's why I trusted.
Number 5, Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow, Bonnie and Clyde.
You've heard the story of Jesse James, of how he lived and died. If you're still in need of something to read, here's the story of Bonnie and Clyde.
Clyde Barrow and Bonnie Parker have been capturing the hearts and minds of Americans since the early 1930s. Something about a couple of bank-robbing bandits in love was irresistible then, and still was in the 1960s. Bonnie and Clyde solidified the couple's place in the American lexicon and made them a part of cinema history as well.
You and me traveling together, we could cut a path clean across this state, and Kansas, and Missouri, and Oklahoma, and everybody'd know about it.
As the titular duo, Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty are almost unbelievably gorgeous, lending a sort of glamorization to the pair's spree that turned off some critics at the time. But however you feel about Bonnie and Clyde, you can't ignore its importance in the history of film.
You ain't gonna have a minute's peace.
You promise?
Number 4, Scarlett O'Hara and Rhett Butler, Gone with the Wind.
You should be kissed and often, and by someone who knows how.
Oh, and I suppose you think you're the proper person.
I might be, if the right moment ever came.
One of the first couples you think of when you think of movie romances is Scarlett O'Hara and Rhett Butler. Funnily enough, this romance is one that doesn't end up so well. Maybe that says something about our taste for romance lost.
Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
At the time of its release, Gone with the Wind was the highest grossing film of all time. Audiences flocked to see the ultimately doomed relationship between Scarlett and Rhett, and more specifically, the performances of Vivien Leigh and Clark Gable. Due to their chemistry in the film, Gable and Leigh are now cemented in film history as one of the most memorable couples to hit the screen.
In spite of you and me and the whole silly world going to pieces around us, I love you. Because we're alike. Bad lots, both of us. Selfish and shrewd, but able to look things in the eyes and call them by their right names.
Number 3, Harry Burns and Sally Albright, When Harry Met Sally. The romantic comedy genre has evolved over the course of the last several decades, but there's one thing we can all pretty much agree on. The blueprint for the modern rom-com started in 1989 with When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
The movie centres around the question of whether men and women can really just be friends. While that might sound like an outdated premise, there's something effortlessly modern about the film.
I'm difficult.
You're challenging,
I'm too structured. I'm completely closed off.
but in a good way.
As Harry Burns and Sally Albright, Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan have a neurotic, daffy sort of chemistry, lightning in a bottle that can't be replicated. Harry and Sally are the duo that every romantic comedy has been chasing since.
I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
Number 2, Tony and Maria, West Side Story.
Tonight, tonight, there's only you tonight. What you are, what you do, what you say.
Yes, we know. But while West Side Story might be based on Romeo and Juliet, those star-crossed lovers are more of a literary couple than a cinematic one. In 1961, however, West Side Story moved from stage to screen and in the process became one of the best movie musicals of all time.
And what was just a word is a star tonight.
As a result, Tony and Maria are the movie musical couple of the century. The way Robert Wise and Jerome Robbins captured the naive, wide-eyed energy between Natalie Wood and Richard Beymer with dance and song is something beautiful to behold.
So much to believe. You're not making a joke.
I have not yet learned how to joke that way. I think now I never will.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Sam Wheat and Molly Jensen. Ghost. Who knew pottery could be this cinematic?
Only riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me.
Maria and Captain Von Trapp. The Sound of Music. They must have done something good.
Your face is all red, is it? I don't suppose I'm used to dancing.
Peter Warne and Ellie Andrews. It Happened One Night. One of the original romantic comedy couples.
I'll stop a car and I won't use my thumb.
What are you going to do?
It's a system all my own.
Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson. Spider-Man. The upside-down kiss was era-defining. Carmen Jones and Joe. Carmen Jones. Harry Belafonte and Dorothy Dandridge's chemistry leaps off the screen.
Don't you trust yourself?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Rick Blaine and Ilsa Lund. Casablanca. When you think of romance in the movies, there's definitely one line that comes to mind.
He's looking at you, kid.
Casablanca is a war movie with plenty of scheming and intrigue, but more than anything else, it's about the lost romance between Rick and Ilsa.
If you knew what I went through, if you knew how much I loved you, how much I still love you.
From the moment we see Ingrid Bergman on screen, along with Humphrey Bogart's reaction to her, we know we're in for something special. The yearning and magnetism between these two has defined romance on screen for more than 50 years. The movie's ending is iconic, offering up the perfect mixture of longing, sadness, and hope.
If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
But what about us?
We'll always have Paris.
If we missed any of your favourite cinematic pairings, let us know in the comments below.
You can't just buy me a guitar every time you screw up, you know.
Yeah, I know. But then, you know, there's always drums and bass and maybe even one day a tambourine.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.